Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Tuesday, November 5th, 2019. This is my post-market wrap-up. Honestly, and I'm being dead serious, just when you believe you've heard it all, you hear something else that just blows your mind, and I want to talk about that. So, let's start off with this market. Yes, the Dow Jones Industrial Average closed at a new record high today, but in truth, the entire market did nothing. We opened higher and kind of trended down the entire day. I entered two trades myself, one on the long side, one on the short side. I had a pretty good day here. But let's move forward here. So what happened today? Why didn't stocks put on 200-300 points? Well, right up until, I guess, early this morning, the narrative was a trade deal is coming. It's right around the corner. Apparently, look, we had a substantial phase one deal. It was a lock. That was the president's words. In fact, it was the best deal in history. All right. It was a non-event. It never happened. There was no deal, and there is no deal. So over the last several days, for those of you that are paying attention to this at all, you're hearing China saying, hold on a minute. We want you to remove tariffs first. Well, it appears that there may be, yet again, another freaking truce here. No deal, no anything, some kind of a trade truce. Now, the market doesn't like a truce. The market and we, the American people, were promised a substantial phase one deal. Mr. President, where is it? Where's our substantial phase one deal that was the best in history and it was a lock? Where is it? It's nowhere. I frankly am getting sick of this beyond, and I am more than certain you are too. If you're watching this video blog, you're following this over 2 years, the rinse, repeat cycle nonsense, it's really just disturbing. It really is. But again, tomorrow, watch tomorrow. Trade talks are going well. Look, they're telling you what you think. As a matter of fact, let's go off of that real quick. Apparently, you believe that prices are going down and we are going to see less inflation moving forward. This is the truth. There was an article I posted. I think I found it on, I'm not sure where I found it. The Federal Reserve did a survey. Okay, so there's your source. And the source is people believe prices are not rising. So the fact that you are seeing prices rise, the fact that you are seeing the size of products shrink, doesn't matter. According to this survey, you think and you believe that prices are going down and they're going to continue going lower. What's the setup here? Dollar intervention. Does that sound familiar to you? Yeah, it should. It's only the President of the United States narrative now for months. Dollar intervention, dollar's too strong, dollar's too strong. And again, he's pushing the narrative of negative rates. This man wants the United States of America to follow banana republic nations into the rat hole of negative rates and punish the dollar even further. This is a setup. It's a setup. They're convincing you, or they're speaking for you. Let me ask you, my videos get a significant amount of views. How many of you out here believe prices are falling and the size of the products is not shrinking? How many of you believe that prices moving forward are going to drop? You understand what they're doing? It's a setup for dollar devaluation, dollar intervention. This is how they play the game. It's a programming. It's a brainwashing on an epic scale. There's no inflation. The Federal Reserve needs to intervene. We got to create inflation. Why do they have to create inflation? To make your life harder? Oh, so they have to devalue the dollar. Don't you see? It really should be as plain can be. If you don't understand this or you don't see it, then you are disconnected at a level that's outrageous. So, backing up a little bit here, the reason why this market finished relatively at the flat line, despite the Dow hitting a record high, I mean, the Dow finished up like 30 points, I think it was, is that there's no deal. There never was a deal. This is some delusion from the President of the United States, who needs to up his medication and level with the American people, that he's a puppet of China and is continuing to get strung along. This is the art of the deal? Really? Is this as good as we can get? Are you kidding me? I'm sorry I'm going off the deep end, but this is just beginning to be beyond absurd. And I am more than certain that you understand that this is true. Unless you're one of those that must bow to the anointed one no matter what happens. Yeah. Show me where I'm getting this wrong. I dare one of you, okay? So again, this is no surprise. There's no deal. There's never been a deal. Substantial phase one deal, best ever. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. Where? In your dreams, in your delusion. That's the truth. It's out of control at this particular time here, people. And what can we look forward to? Because apparently you think and you believe prices are going down and they continue to fall. Oh yeah, so they have to create inflation by how? Devaluing the freaking dollar, people. Of course, this is amazingly positive for the multinational corporations, the military-industrial complex, the stock market as well. Keep pumping hundreds upon hundreds of billions of dollars into the debt market and devalue the dollar, and let's see what happens. Stocks will go up and up and up as the economy continues to freaking free fall. Look, you cannot believe a single data point that you are hearing out of the mouth of anyone from the White House on down. It's not true. It's completely fake. And it's being put out here to make you believe that what you are seeing with your own eyes is not real. This is a crazy environment we're in, people. I don't know. This is some kind of tyrannical thing. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's just not right in my view. And I am more than certain that you will agree here. But look, the bottom line is this charade will end at one point, and it's being done by design. This market is being hyperinflated on the back of a debt bubble, which is just unbelievable right now, to bring about a mechanism of control, the likes of which have never been seen before in the history of the world. People are going to die on a biblical scale. There's going to be warring in the street, martial law. There is no doubt about it. A new system was already in the works, and I can promise you that it is not in your best interest whatsoever. They have to get rid of the current system and issue in a new one, which is going to leave people in a state that they can only imagine, I think, if they watched some kind of a freak show movie when they achieve their end goal. And their end goal is a two-tier society, extreme haves, extreme have-nots. People are going to be wiped out. This is going to make the Great Depression look like going to a candy store and having a really good time. This is absurd. This whole thing, this whole charade, the lies from this president, from this administration, and believe me, I'm not just picking them out. You think any of these Democratic hopefuls are going to make one tiny bit of difference? No. Let me bring that up to the forefront here. Two heads of the same snake, and none has your interest in mind. I don't care what they're sitting there, what they're saying, with their smiling faces, trying to convince you that I'm the one. I'm going to it's going to be great when I get into that pretty White House. But what they won't tell you, or they don't know, is the rules will be dictated to them on a scale that they can't even imagine once they achieve the presidency of the United States, everything changes. This world is run by the banks, the military-industrial complex, and people without a freaking revolution, a rebellion on a global scale. We lose. All right, I'm out of here, getting all worked up. Love all of you. See you in the morning. Please share the video.